I'm Dr. Paul Jenkins. Today we're talking about the power of positivity, and I have a free web class for you as well. It's not enough to say just think positive. In fact, that can be really annoying. I'm a professional psychologist, and it's important to me that we understand the psychological background and the foundation for positivity. That's what we're talking about here today. Let's put this into a model that actually makes sense and gets past all of the trite, fluffy, just think positive nonsense. And stick around till the end because I have a free gift just for you. As a psychologist, I have learned that models, and particularly visual models, give us a way to wrap our head around concepts that can be a little bit elusive. Now, we've all heard it forever, that positivity is important. Just think positive. Life will be so much better if you're positive. What does that really mean? The model that I have developed gives you a clear visual representation of what's going on psychologically so that you get an iron grip on what it means to be positive. Part of my job as a psychologist is to illuminate the obvious, which is really cool because I get paid to tell people things that they already know. But there's obvious things that are completely unnoticed. Let's go there for a moment. Obvious but unnoticed. Like your clothing. Can you feel it? Well, now you can feel it because I've called it to your attention. Or the fact that we're speaking English. Anybody notice? See how obvious it is? But there are obvious things that are completely unnoticed until they're called to your attention. Many of the processes that are going on in our own mind are in that realm. They're obvious. You'll see them immediately as soon as they are called to your attention, but you can be completely oblivious to them or not notice them right up until the point where they are called to your attention. Here's an example of one of those. Metacognition. Metacognition is a made-up word. We make up words in psychology because it makes us feel smart. And this is one of them. If we break it down, cognition means thinking. If we put that right in here at this level, metacognition is a higher level. It's thinking about thinking. And notice for just a moment that you can do this. You can think about your own thinking. This is good news because metacognition creates a space. And in that space is where choice exists. Until we see it as a choice, it's not. To learn the principles that drive your thinking, to turn on your metacognition, to think about your thinking, puts you into a position of choice where you get to drive your thoughts instead of your thoughts driving you. Obviously, we can't get into all the nitty-gritty details about the psychology behind positivity here in a short video, and that's why I'm offering you a free web class. The URL is on the screen where you can go to that, or you can simply click through the link in the description to get to this free web class where we will go over the visual model that I referred to earlier, so that you can see exactly what's going on in your own mind that drives positivity. There's two important components to this. The first one, remember to think about your thinking. Notice that you are constantly evaluating, another word for that is judging, everything that's going on in your life. Do you see it? Now that I call it to your attention, think about your thinking and see that you are constantly judging. Yes, you are. You judge yourself, you judge your spouse, you judge your coworkers, you judge the people in your community, you judge the government, you judge the weather. You're judging me. That's cool, I'm judging you. We can't stop, we can't turn it off. We're constantly judging. Notice it. And in this web class, we will talk about the psychological principles that drive our evaluation or judgment of everything. You'll see it immediately. It will be so clear to you how that psychology is driving your judgment. That's one reason you don't want to miss this web class. The other component that I wanted to just introduce to you here today is creation. And we can't turn that off either. Evaluation and creation, they're just like gravity. You never get up in the morning and think, I wonder if gravity's on today. It tends to be. And these are as well. You can't stop judging. You can't stop creating. You have to create something. And in this web class, you will see the psychological principles that drive your creative process. As you come to an understanding of these two important processes that you cannot turn off in your brain, ever, you will see how you can begin to steer those two processes to bring about some really desirable outcomes in your life. First and foremost, your own joy and happiness and success. It's all driven by your mind. And either we drive our mind or our mind drives us. In this free web class, you will see very clearly these two processes. I'll give you the visual model and some other really cool gifts. It's completely free for you to enroll in this web class. It's my gift to you. It's part of my mission here on the channel to illuminate the obvious and put you in a position to experience greater joy and success in your life, in your relationships. That's what it's all about. If any piece of this is making sense to you, you need to be in this web class. It is the instruction manual for operating the equipment. So click right now. It's free, it's easy to register, and I will spend some time with you going over that model and helping you to see exactly what's going on in your mind so that you can choose positivity.